Now let's get into this whole thug blaming ordeal. What I'm also hearing that I disagree with is thugs and gangsters are different. When I think of thug, I think of Tupac. These niggas that's running in the streets, pants sagging, do rag wearing, are nothing but fake thugs. Now, if you look up in the Urban Dictionary, you're going to see the different meanings of the word. And if you actually look up the word, you will see that there is nothing positive about this noun. I don't care if you're a gangster, you're a thug, you're a goon, you're a hoodlum. There's nothing enlightening or positive about those fucking words. Not blaming these thugs, gangsters, goons, whatever, for the intimidation, the fear, the high crimes in the black neighborhoods. It's like not blaming the KKK for influencing racial hate among white people in America. It's like, let's be real, man. Thug was the only word that has been subconsciously entered into black people's minds, and they've been conditioned to use the word more when they're referencing black men who do influence the spiral downfall of the black community, black neighborhoods. Just as the same word, was used in the music videos, songs, that word was used more than any other negative noun when it comes to describing our race who do influence the negativity in the black neighborhoods, black culture. They try to make it seem like, yo, it's cool to be a thug. It's all right. No, it's not cool. When I look in the paper, when I look in the news, when I look on YouTube, when I look at any media outlet on the internet, and I see a young girl, a young black girl, young black boy get beaten down, they get shot at, or drugs are being distributed in the black neighborhoods, or when someone's car or house get robbed, and I see blacks getting arrested, and they have like a small or a large list of felonies, crimes they committed, 2, 3 time felons. Honestly, am I going to sit there and debate if that was a gangster or a thug? Man, they showed the rest of that thug. That wasn't no thug. That was a gangster. Man, how you know that was a gangster? Because thugs don't do no shit like that. Man, shut the hell up. Look at what he's been caught doing. Look at his criminal record. And then look up thug in the dictionary. And you tell me if there's a comparison. The thugs of today are not following the teachings that Tupac was preaching. Because if they were, they wouldn't get locked up due to them emotionally, physically hurting, intimidating, destroying the black neighborhoods. It's like, man, be for real. Don't get it twisted. And this phrase, fake thugs. These niggas ain't no thugs. They some scared little cowards. Duh. 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 If they haven't helped in creating any criminal activities in the black neighborhoods, then no, they're not thugs. What you wear does not make you a thug. I don't care if you're wearing tight jeans, baggy jeans, wearing a 3-piece suit. The illegal actions that you partake, whether you get caught or not, that causes hurt or harm in the black neighborhoods, that's what makes you a thug, a gangster, whatever. If thugs start getting into the trend of wearing tight ass jeans and wearing tank tops and wearing a freaking shower cap, then people, man, you know what? It's just stupid to even get into that nonsense about what a person wears dictate that they are a bad person. And like when I hear people say stupid shit like that, I'm like, shut your stupid ass up. And another thing is that I disagree that the ones that are labeled thug blamers are putting their fellow brothers in the bad light for the sake of pussy. No, no one puts bad black men in the bad light except the men who get involved with these women and having the women believe and spit this rhetoric of black men ain't shit, niggas ain't shit. They're the ones that help put that dark cloud up. And the so-called good black men, nice guys who are labeled to be thug blamers, pussybeggars, they're just trying to put black men under a better setting, under a good light, through the eyes of the black women who do jump the fence out of frustration or believe that black men just ain't no good at all. A good black man doesn't exist. It's due to the fact that they were dating a no good or someone who's trying to or are living the thug lifestyle. Once again, I disagree that it's due to jealousy and they're putting a certain group of black men in the bad light while trying to uplift women. It doesn't have anything to do with black men putting other black men down. If you want to get technical, if you want to be real about it, the ones that are so-called put in the bad light by the quote-unquote good black men, they're the ones that put their fellow brothers down by, as I said before, robbing, killing, drug distribution, beating down their own brothers. They're on the come up financially while destroying their own people. So spare me the bullshit of good black men are putting down their fellow black men who are thugs for the sake of pussy. No, these niggas are the ones who are emotionally, physically putting down their own brothers. No, black people in general now for the sake of money and pussy. As I said before, don't get it twisted. And another thing, right? Like I said, I got a lot to say. And this thing about your your brothers, about helping your brothers. Why don't you help your brothers instead of looking for pussy? Look, first off, they have programs, they have organizations. There are black men who try to help our brothers who are causing the negativities in the black communities. It's about personal responsibility. If you have those who are willing to help you, but you're too stubborn because you like doing what you're doing, then don't sit there and say that the so-called good black men are putting you down. The opportunity was and still is presented to you, and if you don't take it, then you become a statistic. You become a virus for the high crimes, the fear in the black community. I'm not trying to hear black men are putting their brothers down for the sake of pussy. Bullshit. There are brothers who try to uplift other brothers, but the problem is that some of these brothers don't want to get lifted. You can't help someone that doesn't want to be helped. Don't get it confused. I understand the point of, if a woman get involved with those type of guys, then that's not the type of woman for you. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. If a woman settles for the opposite of the positive potential that a man can bring into that woman's life, then that's not the woman for you. But like I said, you have men who were taught and raised to support and respect women. And so when men see that these women are not getting that, then they come in and they tell women that, yo, you can do better. Stop dating those type of brothers. I see the potential in your relationship and it's going to become a failure. I'm letting you know. You need to get out of it. And it's the same for women who tell men to stop dating them hood rats, stop messing with them hoes, stop messing with them hoochie mamas, stop messing with them women who have 5 or 6 babies by 4 different men. They's like, get you a real woman, get you a real woman. Honestly, do you consider those women to be dick beggars? Because they're jealous that the men are opting for someone that's not them. Please, I would love for someone to answer that for me. If a woman tells men don't date those type of women because there's concern and it doesn't have anything to do with them being jealous, then why is it impossible to believe that men can't be concerned when they tell women don't date no good niggas, don't date thugs? So I know some of y'all like, well, Macadon, since you know, so what's the solution? What's the solution? All right. It may not be an accurate solution, but I do believe that it's a start. And it's that men need to be taught how to be respectable, how to be chivalrous to women. But that can't happen if the women are not taught on how to be receptive to the men who will display that to them. Because at a young age, if men are approaching women with the disrespect, the sexist attitude, and the women at a young age are responding to that, really and truthfully, it's going to continue to be a majority of baby mamas, baby daddies, separated homes, and will be a minority of husband and wives. I understand that divorces happens, but at least the love for each other was there and it grew at one point in time, because even after you separate, there's still love instead of it just being about lust, one night stand, a cut buddy. So in conclusion, I know some of you who are listening to this video are like, well, damn, Macadon, when it comes to thug blaming and pussybeggars, why are you so disagreeable? I disagree with the supposed definition of it. And I see that a shaming tactic is being placed on the men to get them to stop saying what they've been discussing when it comes to the women. Now, this whole thug blaming, when it comes to seeing black people becoming victims in their own neighborhoods by the hands of their so-called brothers or sisters, yeah, in that nature, I'm a thug blamer. If you continue to live that lifestyle, even when you don't have to, there are resources and you can stop living that way. I have no choice but to put you in the bad light, because really truthfully, you're doing the same to my black people by hurting them. You're doing it more so than those who are labeled thug blamers. Let's be real about that. And if you're not using shaming tactics, When you're labeling men to be thug blamers, pussy beggars, then acknowledge that there are men who say what they say to women is because they are concerned. Just as there are women who are concerned when men lower their standards when it comes to the women they date. My message is, black men, don't let these accusers stop you from speaking your mind when they're just trying to place guilt. They're trying to shame you. Just say, fuck you and keep it moving.